As long as you breathe, you are a spiritual person. Spirituality is your path of life. Don't underjudge or don't condemn anyone. The Guru is the one who shows you to yourself. Spirituality is not separate from your life. Spirituality is life.
Namaste Guruma. I have a question. What are the do's and don'ts in spirituality? And can you unveil certain myths in spirituality?
What are the do's and don'ts? First, let's see what are the do's, like what you need to do when you want to be into spirituality. First of all, we must understand that spirituality is for everyone who lives in this human body and who has life. Because you are the Swarupam of divine. You are the Swarupam of divine. Whether you believe in God or not, the God is existing in you. See, in life, you seek so many things. People resort to spirituality for certain immediate reliefs in their life. So, I find people, one, out of fear. Number two, for a remedy. The spirituality is kept as a remedy. Say, for example, I don't have a job. I'm seeking a job. So what should I do? I don't have children. I'm looking out for getting childbirth. What should I do? Of course, yes, these are part of your life and the Sanatana Dharma has answer for all these things. Of course, yes. But seeking spirituality only for the short-term relief is the first don't. For short time, I have this problem, I need a solution, I go to this temple, I recite this mantra, I got the solution relief, and now fine, I'm back to my pavilion. I'm endo thing. No. Because as long as you breathe, you are a spiritual person. So all your body functions are continuously being monitored by the divine in you. And also all the planetary positions. See, the best source to take the planetary energy is by chanting and prayers only. So this is the first step in spirituality. Do not seek spirituality for, short-term reliefs. Spirituality is your path of life and it is your supreme priority. Supreme priority. Without supreme priority, whatever you seek will not give you happiness, will not give you satisfaction, it will not give you relief from your mental trauma. Now, the second don't in spirituality is keeping all sort of certain boundaries in your mind. As I told you, the spirituality is sought by people out of fear. Yesterday, I faced a very funny question from one of my students. She said, it is said that we can only have 3 Ganeshas idol in a house. But I have many Ganeshas in my house. What should I do with them? What do you think this question is? Why should you have only 3 idols? You can have as many pictures as you want for Ganesha, but have him with due respect. There's no limit because as I've told in all my videos, you are in the process of becoming Ganesha himself. So she is a Srividya Upasaka, and I told her, you are Ganesha yourself. What will you are the fourth Ganesha. So what will you do with yourself? Right? So we are in the process of becoming the deities. Therefore, have the deities in your homes. Why I say is, like when you look at them, your mind gets connected because of the worldly things we being dragged. So say have the picture of the deities whom you love, your Kula Devata, your Ishta Devata, in your TV, what do you say, in the TV stand also. So that the time you watch the TV will be controlled. But have the reverence for them. Your screensaver, have the devatas. Every time you look at them, your mind will connect with them. Your mind will drop into the alpha level. See them. 1 second prayer. When you open your mobile, see your screensaver. Say you have the Shanmukha. Say, Sharvana Baba. Or you have the picture of Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. It just takes a minute. That is the greatness of Sanatana Dharma, We don't separate God from our lives. We don't separate them. They are part of our life. So let us not have anything. So we should not have the Ugra Devatas in our house. We should not have, so many God's pictures in our house. For me, everywhere I turn, I must see God's picture because it connects my mind. It works on my neural networks to connect with the divine all the time. And also, it prevents the negativity in your house. I hear a lot of stories on this, like, I don't have to have it here. And you know what? I see a lot of funny things happening in this world. Like, they'll be having a God's picture in their dining hall. And when they are eating non-vegetarian food, they'll put a screen. Don't you think it's something you have to laugh at? God is only there in the picture. God is seeing from everywhere. See, that's how we are. So take God inside, living with God. Living with God. Every moment realizing the presence of God. So don't attach any don'ts like that. Some people say, if I have to look into the spirituality, will I become a sannyasi? Should I be a renunciate? Should I renounce anything? Should I not be involved in the family life? Where is it mentioned? See the sculptures in the temples? Devi gave life to Kaman. Without Kama, the world is not going to exist. No birth is going to be there. So don't worry about it. There are certain restrictions in certain upasanas when you're following for a short term. Okay, it doesn't mean that. And also, lighting up the lamps again. How many lamps should I light? Should I light up lamp every day? All these things. Don't attach anything, condition all those things. And you know what? Today it's being commercialized. Like people even start lighting lamps even with the gooseberry. So funny, I tell you. It's so funny. With coconut. With lemon. Okay. Light up a lamp. Lamp denotes the inner glow. Light up with pure ghee. Light up with till oil, sesame oil. Okay, so there are so many don'ts like this. You should not have the picture of Gitopadesam. You should not have the picture of Hanuman. You should not have the picture of Krishna with a flute. You should not have this and you should not have that. Where your mind focuses, have the deity at home. Do the worship. Okay, now let me also talk about the spiritual ego. Okay, the spiritual ego. The spiritual ego, you know how it pops up? I am very pure. I am very pure. I do all these things. I am in a very high spiritual state. You are nothing. The moment you think others are inferior to you, you are more inferior than them. That's why Lord Shiva, we say Daritran Nila Lokita. Okay, he took the poorest form. So don't underjudge or don't condemn anyone in spirituality. Everyone is worshipping divine according to their own wisdom they have. So try to uplift people. Give them the wisdom. Do not condemn. In Lalita Sahasranama Palashruti, we'll say, if you're doing the Bhedam, it is a papam. It's a papam. Don't Bhedam. Don't do any Bhedam. So I belong to this caste. I am doing the Veda mantras. No. You are blessed to be humble. I am blessed to have the Veda mantras. So with my knowledge, I will try to uplift that person. I will try to educate that person. That should be the true nature of the spirituality, because if the divine is dwelling in you, if the Kundalini Shakti has risen up, and if you are understanding and experiencing the divine in everything, you will be Abhyaja Karunamurti. Never decreasing compassion, love. Okay? And Ajnana Dvanta Deepika, the light which removes the darkness of Ajnanam. No, none of us can claim that I am highly spiritual. No, it's an ocean. It's an ocean. So these are the major don'ts we face, if I have answered your questions. And do's, because without do's, what should I do? Very interestingly, in the, of late people, when we are doing any worship, we are so bothered, for example, there's a puja. We'll wash all the puja utensils. We'll wash all the plates, everything. We'll wear a good new clothes, and we'll have a bath also. Very good. It has to be done. Don't mistake me. It has to be done. We know to cleanse everything, but surprisingly, we do not know to cleanse ourselves. See, there are certain ways in which our inner self can be cleansed. The most important requirement of any puja is nyasam. How many of us are aware of these nyasam? How we can invoke the devata within us. When you sit for the puja, do a nyasam. That's the most powerful way of cleansing yourself. This is the primary requisite for any puja. Apart from all these external things, how this energy can be felt inside. So that's a primary requisite. Then, if you don't know that, simply don't say, I don't know. No. Seek the guidance of enlightened people, a guru. There's nothing wrong in doing it. Seek the help of a guru, because the gurus are there to help you. So the guru may be the one who is living in body, or even the gurus at the Guru Mandala, who are always there. That's why all the Siddha Samadhis and Siddha Purushas are there to help us always. They will guide you to a guru. So don't have an ego to reach out to a guru. Again, then it comes, my guru is the best. Each guru has their own way of dealing. And if it is working with you, follow that guru and go. Simply don't jump from one guru to another guru. That's another thing today. Today, people keep jumping from this guru and that guru. And, like they would have completed with one guru. The same course they want to do with another guru. Why? See, stick on to Guru Vakyam is the ultimate. So who is the guru? That is where we are lacking. Who is the guru? The guru is the one who shows you to yourself. That's all. That's the role of the Guru. Once I make you realize yourself, my role is over. Then you have to travel within. That is only Jnanam. Is it clear to you? So that is the role of the Guru. So seek the help of a Guru. The whole universe is filled with this divine knowledge. Learn certain chantings and stotras. They will guide you. See, I have posted a video on the Nama Bhavani. Just do it for so many days. Bhavani will come and engulf you like anything and lift you up. She will show you what you need to do. Okay? I will try to put another episode on how you can offer puja simply, like every day in your house. Okay, the ritualistic puja. And of course, we have the Manasika puja also. So the best do's I want to say is, spirituality is not separate from your life. Spirituality is life. Is life. You are here only to fulfill that, and only that. The self-realization is what is known as salvation. Okay, the self-liberation is only, that is, the self-realization only will liberate you from your worries, from your mental illness and everything, and all the other things which you seek, thinking that it will fulfill my desire, is not going to work at all, because when you attain one, the next will be popping up. So it is an ongoing process. That is why in Lalita Sahasranama we have the Nama Deva Karya Samudhyata. This is Deva Karyam. Why I have taken this body? That is Deva Karyam. Why should I live? To understand, realize the divine. This is the do's in spirituality. So be a seeker and you will get the divine. Sri Matre Namaha. Blessings to all.